Cancer, welcome to this reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising signs, though you might find it resonates more if Cancer is your moon or rising sign. Okay, what's going on? Oh my goodness, lots of cards. We have the Hermit reversed, Virgo, the World reversed, Eight of Cups, Seven of Swords, Page of Swords. Yeah. Wow, very straightforward message so far, at least. What's the problem that this person's experiencing? It's their mind, it's their ego. This is someone who's living an inauthentic life, wanting to come towards you, feeling emotionally connected to you and spying on you or watching you. For some reason I feel drawn to say it might not be spying, as in so secretive, so covert. I don't know if this is someone you see in your everyday life or something and they're interacting with you a lot, so it's not spying from a distance but finding reasons to see you or talk to you or communicate with you. If not, though, looking at this pairing, yes, they could be spying on you, but I feel the secretive behaviour is what they're showing in their everyday life. It's almost like they want to be with you, but the sneaky behaviour is in suggesting to the world, I want to be over here instead, doing whatever I'm doing. This is someone who would really benefit from spending some time alone, doing some self-reflection. I feel one of the problems they're facing is even understanding, who am I? This is the second time I've said that today. I said it once in a personal reading earlier, and both times, if you're watching this and it's your personal reading I'm talking about, both times I had the what's his name? Simpson, who's got the keys to my bimmer? Beanie Man, who am I? The girl's sugar. I think those are the lyrics. Right, anyway. So I don't know, some of you, if you're dealing with someone here who is like a ladies' man or a man's lady, if that makes sense, or whatever. Right, anyway, I think this person could benefit from spending some time alone, figuring out who they are. Because, you know, you can't take the steps that are in alignment if you don't really understand what your soul is telling you is in alignment with you. They do, however, know one of the things that's in alignment is you, because, you know, Eight of Cups, they might have connections, situations established, but they're not emotionally fulfilling. So yeah, their ego, look at this, the Devil in reverse has popped out, Capricorn energy there. But there's a real need to separate from some very sticky binding situations. We've got the World reversed, so this isn't news to them. It's not like it's a new thing that they're unaware of, that they want to close some you know, situations down, to make changes in their life in actually quite a big way with the World here, the final major arcana, but it's reversed. It's like this need to end a situation. The need is dragging on, the ending is dragging on. Page of Cups. I feel this is someone you're either actually in a bit of communication with, maybe it's like messaging or communication here and there, on and off, or you have had communication with this person, or you've literally interacted with them face to face. And I want, you know, that may have tapered off, but I feel you've had something in the 3D where you've spoken, or you are speaking a bit right now. And if, you know, it's like when this person is not currently speaking with you, or when you're not messaging or talking, they're always thinking about you, they're always wanting to reach out, to message you, to have this interaction. I'm looking at the fact with the numbers here, we've got an 8 and a 7. It's like they feel they're taking backward steps. That's a problem that they're experiencing within themselves. It's like they're saying to themselves, I find it to be a problem that I feel like sometimes I'm taking backward steps here. Yeah, it's like I found the connection that feels great, but then I find myself having to walk away from it. Excuse me, whether it was like I walked away in one big tower moment and now you, the viewer, you know, you're watching thinking what's going on with this person, or it's like they keep interacting with you, but the interactions come to an end, the conversations come to an end, and then they have to get back into whatever this situation is, or this life is. But there are definitely things, people, connections that they're ready to leave behind, but not doing it. So that's a big problem that really is directly impacting this connection, but also this person on a very personal, individual level. Okay, Seven of Wands reversed, another 7. Wow, and look, are you kidding? We go from 8 down to a 7, and then we go from a 7 down to a 6. 6 of Wands reversed. Yeah, so this is someone who consciously has done a bit of reflecting to the extent where they've acknowledged, okay, I feel that I am making some backward steps, or I have made a backward step, or I've done something that's been counterintuitive or completely against, my will. Also, we have the Six of Wands, which can be a card of victory, success. It's reversed. So this is exactly it. Every time this person's looking over their shoulder at you thinking, gosh, I want to be with you, I want to come back towards you, but going in the other direction, they feel like a failure in a sense, or they feel that the situation is not, it's not what they would want to see. So yeah, ego. And I don't think it's pride. This could be someone who was prideful in the past. Six of Wands reversed. I think that's something that's changed. I think it's ego, the ego's like, do what's familiar. It will keep you safe. Nine of Coins reversed. Okay. Also, as a side note, for some of you watching, you may be in some kind of a situation or a relationship already, and this person feels there's only so far or so close that they can get to you, and that's an obstacle, that's a problem for them, in addition to whatever they've got going on. I also feel this could be somebody who in the past has been burned in codependent relationships, and it's like they're hyper-vigilant, always on the lookout to see if anyone's showing or demonstrating any kind of dependent behavior or neediness, and they're not seeing it, but they are looking for it. So I almost want to say, how long are you going to look? Because it's very difficult to find evidence of the absence of something. You can only give it a certain length of time, and then to say, well, I've been looking and looking, I've not seen it, I guess it doesn't exist, or you could look forever. And that, I don't know, it's like they're watching you trying to see something, but it's not something that you do or have. It's something that would be a red flag to them. It just doesn't exist, and they're not seeing it, and they're still watching, and it's like, right, well, you've not seen it for X amount of time, so maybe you should accept this isn't a fear you need to have in this particular situation. But I just feel it's something they're very concerned about because it really burned them in the past, whether it, affected them financially, emotionally, maybe it turned their life upside down, maybe they made decisions, lost themselves in a connection, and they just don't want that to happen again. Okay, wow, the sun's really come out, and you can see all of these little white bits. It's paper from this deck. This is, but I refuse to get rid of it. I love this deck. It's even torn up. It's my first, actually. My very first deck, side note, who cares what I started? Very first deck, ridiculous decision. It was very large, and it had absolutely no explanation. So the Five of Pentacles, for example, was just 5 pentacles on the card. So if you don't know, what it meant, not very helpful. But this was my first sort of, I would say, proper deck. So I have an attachment to it, even though it does shed all over my table. Why am I shuffling up this deck? This is not the messages deck. Should we see if there's anything here? This is Group 2's deck, don't tell them. Three of Wands. Yes. Okay, side note, if you're getting lots of signs about this person or feeling them pulling on your energy, it's because they are, and it could be frustrating for you because although you're feeling all of this energy swirling around, you're seeing the signs, you're feeling them connecting with you, maybe even through astral travel at night or dreams, they're not taking action. Watching you, trying to find ways to be around you, but not saying the actual thing maybe you want to hear or that they want to say. Yeah, so you're not crazy if you feel like you're on the verge of something or something's about to happen or that this person's very interested. They are definitely in a lot of internal mental conflict. They're fighting against themselves. I think, their ego is winning out. Which the Five of Swords is kind of a lose-lose card, really. So it's like when they make the decision to keep this mask up, this deception that they're carrying on with other people around them, they just feel like a failure, they've lost, they're taking backward steps. So that is something on their mind that's bothering them. So mostly what their problem is right now is their situation. I think actually let me probe a little bit more into this message around, see what we get. For some of you, like I said, you're in some kind of a situational connection. Doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be work or something like that. I also, we know that for some of you, your person watching is worried about any codependencies that could crop up. That's not really a current problem. I would say the problem is more the fear of that, because as I said, they're not finding evidence of this. Anything else for this Nine of Pentacles? The Fool reversed. Do they have any problems that they're looking at and thinking are on my viewer's side or anything like that? King of Swords. For some reason I always said Queen of Swords. I wonder as well if your energy has shifted from maybe more like a feminine, receptive energy into masculine, and you're saying, I'm going to set the tone here, I'm going to set the boundaries, that kind of thing. We've got the Sun, Leo, Aries, Aquarius, and Leo here. For some of you, they might feel like a problem is that you've moved on, or they're wondering if you're going to move on, or you're more severe with them than you used to be in your communication, or more guarded. That could be something they perceive to be a problem. They could be afraid to speak with you, especially if they're showing up as a page, and you're showing up as a king. So being intimidated, you're shining very brightly as the sun, you might get lots of attention. That could be something they have a problem with. I'm hearing some of you say, who cares? Wondering if it's too late to go through this transformation and have a new chance with you, because we've got the Sun, number 19. As I say, quite far through the journey, the Fool's journey of the major arcana. It's almost like, is it too late? Has too much happened? Just not getting as much from you as they used to. Not as many cues, not as much insight into how you feel. Feeling like you're head over heart at this point. So even if you miss them, you want them, you're going to make the logical best choices for you. So you're really looking at this person. They're looking at you, but you're also looking at them and saying, okay, I'm assessing your behavior here. The King of Swords speaks truth, wants truth. This could have been someone who lied in the past. You're not into that anymore. You can spot them lying a mile off. So a problem, could be that you really see through them. They feel that they're transparent when they're standing in front of you. Wow. Okay, let's get some messages then. Okay. I have to say a quick random anecdote about myself, because it relates to this. When this card popped out, the first thing that caught my attention was the word legs. I was out, not like out, I was just out in the street walking from the train station once, and I was wearing a skirt, not particularly short or anything, but maybe I didn't have tights on, I don't know. But there was some man who was trying to get my attention, and he thought the way to do it was to shout across the street, legs! But the reason I'm mentioning this is with that, I said earlier, this could be someone who was a bit of like a player or something. Maybe as well you also felt that the way this person treated you in the past wasn't the most respectful. The Devil. I wonder if it seemed like they were only interested in something sexual. It doesn't even just have to be they were disrespectful in that sense, but just something around their behaviour, and you're not putting up with it anymore. Okay, anyway, I'm finally starting to love myself enough to be open to you loving me. I'm on shaky legs yet, but I'm heading in the right direction. I want to work on this so I'm not too needy or push you away. So they could also be concerned about any of their own codependencies or their own dependencies in relationships, knowing that you're not going to, you're not interested in a codependent situation, that you won't put up with that. And also just wanting to be the best version of themselves, because you're showing up as incredibly competent and capable, so they want to be the same. I don't have an answer for you right now. I'm just not sure what to say. So rather than say anything I'll regret, I'm steering clear of you till I figure all of this out. Yeah, because a page trying to have a conversation with a king in which the king is not just humouring them is going to be difficult, It's almost like an adult talking to a child and the adult's doing the whole like, oh, that's a lovely hat, isn't it? Or I don't know, whatever, This person wants you to see them as an equal, is what I'm trying to say. My love, I have unwavering faith in us. In fact, I've never believed anything like I believe in us. Please hold the space for this while I figure out how we can start building the best life we can together. Okay. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. So that's the ancient Hawaiian Ho'oponopono prayer, which is about sort of cleansing the energy around something, resetting it. So yeah, this person wants a new beginning. But knowing they've got a bit of work to do first. A bit more, I should say, because they have been doing some, but still a bit more. I think this is someone who's intimidated by you. I think they weren't in the past. Either they underestimated you in the past, or you have really changed and grown in the way that they're saying that you have. But there is definitely some sort of intimidation that they feel right now in relation to you. I just want you to be happy. That card always feels very high vibrational to me, like some sort of high vibrational soul connection, even if it's a message coming from their higher self. You know, it's like, I actually just want the best for you, and if that means not being with me right now or not communicating with me right now, then so be it. Something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. I'm reminded of you constantly. Is it possible to forgive and forget? I don't think I can take your reaction right now. You see, these two came out together. It's almost like they feel that you're going to say no. No, it's not possible, actually. And that will be gutting. So that might not be true, of course. You might be saying yes. But it's a fear. That is a fear they have. We're asking what their problems are. That's a problem, you know, that bothers them. What if you said, no, it's not possible? You know, when they really want you to. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Okay, so I will leave this here, group 1. I hope this resonated. I hope it told your story. If you feel inclined to check out group 2 as well, then of course, please go ahead. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Okay, group 2, pile 2. The person on your mind, what is their problem right now? What are the problems going on with them that they are seeing, experiencing in relation to this connection, whether it's directly, in relation to indirectly? The person on pile 2's mind, please, group 2. What is that person's problem? Or problems? 2 of Pentacles, reversed. Could be something around a decision. As it's reversed, I feel the decision's been made. They made a decision and they're not emotionally happy about it. Yeah, okay. 4 of Wands. Okay. Did this person choose someone else, start a family, regret it? Did this person meet you, feel that they needed to leave their current commitment and not, and regret it? Could even be a work situation, or like the, you know, the family they grew up with, they're needing to set boundaries or cut ties or make changes, and they haven't. Whatever it is, I think they made a decision and they either started something that's emotionally unfulfilling, or they have doubled down in something that already existed that is emotionally unfulfilling. Yeah, look, 3 of Swords reversed. This can talk about a third party. When it's reversed to me, it makes me feel like this has not just happened. It's a wound, it's a pain, mental and emotional, that they continue to carry. It's not fresh, but it hasn't healed either. So this could have been a decision they made a while ago, and they've been living with it and feeling a desire to transform and escape this, but they cannot. They have not been able to. I'm noticing for some reason all of the blues and the greens, so they're not speaking about what they truly want, feeling that they're silencing themselves. We have the moon reversed, Pisces. This is someone who chose to take some kind of action based on what was obvious in front of them. So something about your connection may have seemed confusing or overwhelming or unknown. So they said, you know what, I don't want to go into the unknown and explore that. I want to I'm going to make the decision based on all of the facts that are laid out, you know, clearly in front of me. But it's like they didn't take into consideration their feelings, because something has come up that wasn't clear at the start about their feelings. Five of Wands reversed, Four of Cups. This is someone who is bored. This is someone who is unhappy. We've got the Hanged Man, more Pisces, but I literally feel this is someone who's hanging around in a stale situation, in a painful situation. They are stewing in their misery, in their thoughts, in their daydreams about you, in their fantasies of you, not listening to people around them. I actually think this is someone who may have someone or some people around them saying to them, you seem very unhappy, you should make a change, and they're ignoring them. I'm surprised we don't have sort of like the Five of Cups here. Wow. So this person's problem is that they're in a situation that is not going anywhere. They're desperately bored, miserable, frustrated, but they're also not doing anything about it, it doesn't seem. Lots and lots of imagining, which is like it feels like it's saving them somehow. It's like they go away in their mind to think about you, to imagine, to daydream, to fantasize. What if we did this? What if this and that? But that's not actually them taking action. Escapism, that's what I'm trying to talk about. They escape to thoughts of you. This person doesn't know that they're being watched. Someone around them knows exactly what they're doing, knows what's going on. So I don't know if it's like, say they're with someone and this person they're with knows they fantasize about you or just someone else, or again, I do think there's someone or some people around your person here that says to them quite literally, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see that you're unhappy. Why don't you sort yourself out? I think this is someone who's saying you are showing, you're a king. You're not needy. You're not dependent. You can make this change. Why don't you? And this could be someone who knows your person wants to be with you, so they're saying, why don't you go and say something? Or they just see that this person is unhappy, so they're saying, well, make some kind of change, try something, try and uplift yourself. What are you waiting for? Who's going to come and rescue you? Not trying to be mean to this person, but literally saying, come on, you have the power here, so why don't you just try some things to make changes? Because Three of Swords reversed, as I said, it's not fresh pain, stress, turmoil. With the Hanged Man, why are we hanging around in this energy? Why are we prolonging it? If you like the idea of this cup so much, why don't you just reach up and take it? I wonder if you might know that your person at times is a little maybe wallowy or self-pitying sometimes. I mean, it could be perhaps they're dealing with something like around mental health even, so it's not just that they're being self-pitying, it's that they're really struggling and dealing perhaps with a lot of like apathy that they're trying to push through, so they can't just like make things happen, especially with the moon as well. Okay, what else? This person's, it feels like they're very isolated, not physically. I think they're around lots of people. They could even have quite a busy, active life socially. But if you were to step into their mind, you would realise that they feel very isolated, very alone, very cut off from the world. For some of you, this might be someone who doesn't even really sort of like have social media or have an interest in social media. They might forget that they could maybe pick up a phone and connect with someone in that way. They get very lost in their own mind. Feels like someone who could really benefit from some sort of creative outlet or writing or something like that. I mean, obviously writing can be creative, but what I meant is not writing to say write a story or something, but just writing down their thoughts like a diary or channeled writing, something like that. Okay, we have Leo with the Sun. Three of Coins reversed, Eight of Cups reversed, Two of Swords reversed. So they have clarity about how they feel about you, what you mean to them, what this connection means to them. They also have clarity about the current life that they're living, the institutions they're connected to, whether we're talking about something tangible like work, that sort of thing, like a company, a building, or like the institution of marriage. So they see clearly. We've got the sun's pushed through, the moon's reversed, so we're seeing clearly. This is someone who doesn't want to listen to other people right now, and I actually get the feeling they've got good people around them. Not maybe all of them, but they do have at least one person around who's saying good things, giving them good advice, who wants the best for them. So, okay, yeah, they could have someone who's dependent on them. There's some reason they're afraid to transform, yeah, Seven of Swords, so they just sort of put on a front and pretend and lie to people. I'm fine, you know, I don't need to make a change. Oh, I'm happy, I'm in the middle of a group of friends, I'm having a good time, when they're like dying inside or something. But yeah, this could be someone also who does like to isolate deliberately. Maybe they need a lot of downtime, and when they have that downtime, they're thinking of you. Clarify this Three of Pentacles, please. Oh, the Lovers, Gemini, Knight of Swords reversed, King of Wands reversed. Yes, there is someone who is saying, go after the connection, the person that you want. Go after what makes you happy, because you're not fooling anyone. You can't hide all of that passion. Make a choice. It would involve a big choice coming towards you, coming towards this connection. But someone's in their ear telling them to do it. Make the choice. With Gemini here, Gemini's connection to Mercury, we've got the Knight of Swords as well reversed. There's an issue around communication. This is someone, they need an outlet. It's like this person has big feelings, huge feelings, passion. We've got the Sun, King of Wands, but it doesn't come out. Maybe they don't know how to express it. Maybe they're not great with words. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they should try drawing or something. But I think they need some kind of outlet. They've got so many feelings that they feel aren't being expressed or even fully embraced, that I think that is what is pushing them almost into this place of kind of apathy and depression. So it's like they're thinking, oh, I'm lethargic, I'm low on energy because I just don't have the energy to begin with. But I think it's actually they've got so much energy that they just keep pushing down. It's exhausting trying to keep it down, which then makes them tired, which then tricks them into thinking they don't have the energy to begin with. But this is a very energetic, passionate person who's very, at their core, motivated and inspired. And yet, how did we start? You know, with all of this, oh, I'm going to sit under this tree and daydream and be sad and just hang about and not do anything. This person's not honouring their truth. That is a problem that they're facing right now, but I don't know that they're entirely 100% conscious of how they're almost limiting themselves, keeping themselves down. You know how people say, sometimes the thing we're most scared of is our own power, or I don't think that's exactly it, like our own sort of ability to shine and all of that. Sometimes, I don't know, I can't remember the phrase right now, but that sort of thing. This person is almost dimming their light. They're a bit afraid of their own personal power, but I don't think they've realised yet, like, oh, that's what's going on. Okay, let's get some messages. Okay. Ooh. I'm on my way to you right now. I'm so excited. I may still have to lay low till I get there so no one tries to stop me. Oh my god, I can't wait to see you. You see, I have to say honestly though, I don't think this person is literally on their way to see you. Maybe for some of you, but most of you, I feel like this is what they imagine, this sort of thing, while they're keeping themselves hanging around. And there is that King of Wands within them that wants to do this, but they're not honouring that. I've just been through the death, ending or divorce of a family member, lover or friend, and as a result need adequate time to grieve if you want me to treat you right. Okay, so yeah, I mean, for some of you, that this heavy feeling, as I said, it could be they're dealing with something emotionally or mentally. I'm not talking to you because I tend to sabotage myself and don't want to hurt you. I'm working on healing, believing and becoming more confident in myself so I can open up to this caliber of love. They're definitely isolating themselves, that's for sure. Your healing is also causing me to heal. I can feel huge shifts within me. Please keep working on yourself to help me expedite my healing. Keep focusing on you, it's working. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay. Messages from this person to my viewer, please. Even though I don't show it, I am sorry for how things went between us. Songs are speaking to me. Okay. I feel like songs might be speaking to you as well. Yeah, okay. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. Wow. Yeah, 2 of coins reversed. You see, first card out, they made a mistake with some kind of a choice that they made. Whether they thought a situation they were in would get better and it didn't, or they chose something else, thinking it was the more obvious choice. My family and upbringing are a bigger factor than I realised. Yeah, so that's a problem. Was I talking about institutions? I think that was this. Oh, I can't remember now. Was that this group or pile 1? I have absolutely no memory. That's so weird. That channeled through and it felt like such a strong message, but now I don't know which pile. Well, yeah. Okay, so family, tradition, family expectations, beliefs, could be religious factors as well. All of these external pressures that they've internalized as their own, but they're starting to realize, hold on, some of these, I don't align with some of these beliefs, but I'm feeling the expectations and pressures. What do I do? Yeah, okay. So that's a problem. Wanting different things for themselves, perhaps, and their family. Also, for some of you, this might be someone who has a child or children, and that's, not